Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. So as I've told you, there are like 5 languages in SQL. Mainly it is categorized into 4, but nowadays people are saying DQL. There is another language, but officially it is 4. One is DDL, Data Definition Language. Another one is this is not the slide, I guess. Okay. Just was joining Sangeeta. Okay. Let me check that slide. Download, please.
Screen share करना होगा ना?
No, I'm not sharing. I'm just checking that file. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'm sharing it right now. Okay. So that day we have gone through. So these are the sub languages of SQL. Okay. So SQL is again categorized into these 5. One is called, the first one is data definition language. The second one is called data manipulation language. The third one is data control, transaction control. See, officially it is a data query language, but now some in some of the blogs or some of the documentation sites you'll find DQL as a language, but this select in SQL, proper SQL, select is also part of a DML. Okay, so I'll explain that. Okay, DQL means data query language. Okay, so let's go to each and see these are the commands which comes under data definition language. We will go through these commands one by one. Okay, पूरा practically हमें सब करके देखिए. Okay, don't worry. So today I'll be explaining I'll giving you a brief background about these commands. Okay, so whenever we'll have that SQL server installed, so we'll try to practice each and every command. Practically also we will say how it works. Okay, then I'll also give you some assignments, so you'll have to work on those assignments. Okay, so let's understand data definition. So data definition means what? See, data definition means you are defining an object. That means you are providing a definition to the object. So that means what? By it has got 5 commands: create, drop, rename, alter, and truncate. So create means whenever you want to create a database object, that means you can, by using this create command, you can create a database, you can create a table, you can create index, you can create views, you can create constraints. Okay, so these are the database objects. Don't worry about index and views and constraints. We are going to cover each and every topic in depth. So this is means defining means this is like, whenever you are this is like a structure. So whenever you want to build probably you want to create what is that, construction, or you want to construct a building. In that case, so you are just defining the structure, whether you want, as per your requirement, whether you want a 2 BHK room or a 3 BHK flat or whatever, like, or a 4 BHK or a bungalow. Ground floor you will have parking, then for in ground floor you will have a 1 BHK setup, then first floor you will have a 2 BHK setup, and in the second floor what you can have two 1 BHK setup, so that you can give them on rent. Okay, so this is basically a structure. So how you are going to create a table? If you are creating a table, you are trying to define. Okay, that means what? I'll tell you now. Snipping. Okay, so suppose I'm going to create a table. So whenever I'm going to create a table, so have to, before inserting any data, I have to create the table structure. Okay, so structure means, see, I'll tell you what is that structure. Since I'm going to create a table, so tables are in rows and columns format. Okay, so now i'm going to I'm going to put a number here. This is a name, this is an address, this is contact number, this is age. Okay, so guys, think. So before creating, suppose this table name is employee table. So before creating this table, I have to define, I have to clearly write how many columns I'm going to have in this particular table. I can keep how many columns. Okay, second thing is, each column is going to hold what type of data. Okay, so that means that is called a table definition. That means what? See, you have seen there are so many columns. So there are number, there are name, there are columns like name, address, contact number, then age. So guys, think, this number will hold what type of data? It will hold a numeric data, or it will hold a alphabet data, alphanumeric data. What type of data it is going to hold? So whenever you are creating a table, employee number, you will store employee number. Employee number is 1, 2, 3, 4, otherwise 10, 11, 12, 13, or otherwise it can be a series of 101, 102, 103, 104. So what type of data it is? It is a numeric data or alphanumeric data? Am I audible to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
So it is number, right? These are like whole numbers. It is numeric data. These are numbers. Got it?
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are numbers or alphabets? Am I asking you a very difficult question, guys?
Number.
Number, sir.
So most of you are graduates
Number.
and masters. So why it is taking so much time to respond to this simple question? So this is number. This is not A B C D. I'm not writing A B C D E F. These are called alphabets. Okay. So these are numbers, right? So that means what? See, employee number will contain numeric data. So in technical term, we call it as an integer. Integer means which is going to store whole numbers. Whole number means this. Decimal number means like this, 12.05. Can a employee number will be like this? Can you have an employee
No,
number
sir.
which having
No, no, sir.
No, sir.
Sir.
no, right? So employee number will always have whole numbers. So that is nothing but it's a numeric value, you can say, or you can say it is an integer value. Correct? So name. So name is what type of value it is going to hold? It's alphabet.
Alphabet.
Alphabet. We call that as a, will not say alphabet. Will in technical term we'll call it as a text value. Text value. Suppose I am writing Manmay, so Manmay is a text value. I am writing Sangeeta, so Sangeeta is a text value. These are text. So normally computer तमे तो सब बहुत जन computer science background रो अच्छा. So normally गोटे एमती लिखिले आम A लिखिले, this is called one character. Okay. 25A, that means these are called 3 character. But ये combination देखो, it is a alphanumeric data because it has got numeric number plus alphabets. If I say 35 hyphen A, this is an alphanumeric data. Okay, or ABC 1 2 3. So this is an alphanumeric data. Okay, so normally name will have only text, or name will have always alphabets, right? Name and normally names we will not have any numbers. Correct? Understood? So that means
Yes, sir.
this name field will always contain text data or string data. So string means what? Collection of characters. Okay, let me just clean this, I think. So normally, so let me explain you कि ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଲେଖୁଛେ Sahu, so in computer memory it will be like 4 characters. So or 4 bytes ଆମେ କହୁଛେ right ଯେତେବେଳେ when will have 400,000 sorry 1024 bytes that means what 1 kb kilobyte 1024 MB sorry kb होची गोटे MB right 1024 MB that is 1 gigabyte 1024 GB equal to 1 TB terabyte. So it will again go on, okay, so I'll not explain further, but you understood, right? That means Sahu means it is 4 characters. If I'm saying ram.k, so tell me how many characters, what is the length of this name, what is the length?
Correct. There's 6 characters.
Yes, 6 characters. Okay, if I say can you count how many characters?
12.
4 plus 1 space be count over, right? 5
Sir,
6 7 5, this is 12 characters or 12 bytes. So are you guys clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then let's move to this table thing. Okay, so when I was
sir,
saying
just 1 minute. And there is 2 space, na?
did you we have not counted, this is 4, this is 5 6 7
Yes.
plus 5, right?
Sorry, sorry. REDDY.
Huh,
Okay, okay, sir.
12.
Got it.
Correct. So let's again go back to the old example. Like first we will have number, which is this particular. Actually, before creating this table, we are deciding, we are defining a structure. That means this particular column is going to take numeric data. Okay, name will take all text or string data. So ଯେତେବେଳେ collection of character को string भी कहते, string कहते, तमे text भी कहि परिबो हला, string text anything is fine. Then address. So guys, tell me what type of data address will keep, address will store?
Alphanumeric.
Alphanumeric. Yes.
Sir, a mixed data, sir. Alphanumeric character.
Yes.
Mix.
So it will have, every address will have alphabet plus numeric, okay, plus special characters. Correct. Special characters means it, if you write address like this, if you write address like this, my address is, let's say, flat number 103 comma Sahid Nagar, Bhubaneswar 751015. So just look at this data. It has, see, it has alphabet, it has numeric, it has special characters, hash, space, hyphen. Okay, so when you say address, address will take combination of alphabets plus numeric plus special characters. Okay, so that's what it is going to store. So address re same. So basically why I am saying all this is because, so whenever you are going to create a table, you have to first decide how many columns you are going to have in that particular table, or what type of data the column is going to hold. You have to define it first. So before constructing a building, you are thinking that okay, I'll have 2 BHK with one bedroom will have 14 inch by 12 inch, whatever, like 14 into 12 or 13 into by 20, like that you are going to decide. Your bathroom will have 4 feet by 7 feet, like that. Okay, so this is something you are designing, you are just defining the structure, how you are going to create a table, and in that table how many columns you want to keep, and each column will take what type of data. That we will see definitely in practical. Whenever we'll install SQL server, we'll see each and every command. So that's what I'm trying to explain you. So data definition means you are defining the structure. Basically, you are not inserting any data, or you are not deleting, you are not playing around with the data. You are just defining a table structure or a database or an index or a view. Okay, this index and views we will definitely cover these things in the advanced topic. Okay. Okay, understood about create command. Why create is used? So create is used to, okay, this command is used to create the database objects like table, index, views. Okay, that we will say practically. Table केमती theory करा जाए, database केमती theory करा जाए, then how you guys can create index, how you guys can create views, and all that we will see. Okay, so but you understood this command. This is for creating a particular object. Is everybody clear? Or
Yes,
any
yes,
doubts? Okay, is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So guys, please respond. Otherwise, I'll think that you guys are not understanding. I'm going too fast, or there
Yes,
is
sir.
some problem in my teaching.
Yes, sir. Clear.
It should be
Yes, sir.
engaging, and it should be interactive. Okay. All right. Then I'll move to the next command, that is your drop. So drop means it is basically drop means remove Korea. Drop is used to drop. That means
You are not
remove or
audible, sir.
delete. Correct. So drop command. That means suppose you think that suppose you have created a table. Later point of time you thought that okay, this table is not used by me. I can
We
delete
are
it.
not audible.
Okay. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay, sorry, I was speaking on mute. Okay, so drop means it's very simple. Drop means remove or delete. Okay. ଯଦି suppose ଗୋଟେ object को ଯେମିତି create କରୁଛେ, drop by using drop command I can delete that particular object permanently. It will not be there in your database. If I am dropping a table, it will be permanently deleted from SQL Server, MySQL, whichever DBMS, whichever database management software you use. So if you're using drop command, it is going to permanently delete everything from that database. All right. So if you can delete a database, you can delete a table, you can delete index, index, constraints, views. Constraints index views we will be covering. Don't worry. Okay. So understood? Drop means removing the object completely. ଯେମିତି ଏଠି object create କରୁଥିଲେ ଏଠି ସେମିତି drop କରିବା. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then comes rename. Rename means changing a name. Suppose you have given suppose you have created a table, there you have given employee EMP. So now your manager said that okay, don't keep this name because there are sometimes quality audit that carried out. So normally people comes to this project. Generally what happens is generally some audit senior guys from client side come and they check each and every line of code. So don't give just give a proper name. Just don't give an object name randomly. Okay, in that case he'll say you change the table name to employee details, employee underscore details. This looks proper. So you can, by using rename command, what you can do is you can change the name. Okay, rename ଯେମିତି ଆମେ normally file को rename କରୁଛେ, folder को rename କରୁଛେ, anything. Okay, ଆମେ rename କରିଦଉଛେ, then definitely it is just a changing the name. Okay, rename means change. This command is used to rename the table name or column names. It's very simple, just name change. Okay, then truncate. So truncate means what it does is deletes all the records. Okay, it deletes all the records from a table. It deletes all the records from a table. See, this command is used to drop the table completely. पूरा table को ही उड़े दो, right? So but using truncate command you can delete only the records. But what it will do is the moment you will use this command, this will delete all the records at once. ଏଠି ତୁମେ ଗୋଟେ ଦୁଇଟା ରେକର୍ଡ଼ ଡିଲିଟ୍ କରିପାରିବନି. ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ହ୍ୟାଭ୍ 300 records, if you use truncate command, it will delete all 300 records at once. But tables will be there, table structure will be there, but data will be deleted. जो टेबलटा तुम एटी क्रिएट करथिबो that table will be there, but only data will be deleted. Okay. See, I'll suppose ଏବେ ତ ମୁଁ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲ ଜିନିଷଟା ଦେଖିବା ଠିକ୍ ନୁହେଁ, ବଟ୍ ଆଇ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍ ୟୁ ଏକ୍ସେଲ୍ରେ. ଏକ୍ସେଲ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିନଥିବେ, ବଟ୍ ସିମ୍ପଲ୍ ଜିନିଷ. ସପୋଜ୍ ସି ୟୁ ୱିଲ୍ ସି ଦ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ. what is data and table delete. Okay, so let's consider this is your table. Okay, so you have some data, these are some data which you have. Okay, okay, so truncate, what truncate will do is, the moment you will use this truncate, it will completely delete the data, it will not delete the table. But drop use kala mane it will completely delete this, एटा ही पड़ेगा, टेबल टा ही पड़ेगा, करेक्ट. So that is the difference. We will see that. Okay, जब practical we'll go through this practical stuff. We'll see. Truncate means it, guys. Remember always, truncate will delete all the rows or all the records. Table भितरे, let's say we have got 500 records. Suppose there are 500 employees who are working in this table, in this company. So we have captured some information. Okay, if you want to delete all their records at one shot, you can use truncate command. So truncate will remove all the records. Okay, records you understood, right? Rows, records you understood. You have any doubts on records or rows? So guys, do you have any doubts on what is a record and what is a row?
No, sir.
Okay, record, you guys are clear, right? So truncate will remove all the records, but table will be there. Guys, remember, table will be there. Table structure thibo. Out data insert करिया को चाहिए तो मैं out data insert कर परिबो परे, but for time being it will delete everything. Okay, but drop को use कला माने data सहित table ही पड़ी जिवो. आउ थोड़ा दी data insert करिया पे चाहिए, then you have to first create the table, then you have to insert the data. Okay, but truncate case is different. Truncate will delete the data, not the table. Okay, this will delete the object itself. Okay, that is a table or index or view jabi hithibo. So then comes the next one, that is called alter. So what do you mean by alter, guys? Any idea what is alter?
When we are writing on computer, alters help to modify a language or
Alternative, simply alternative option.
Okay. Any other? I'd be happy to listen all your answers.
Adding new fields or changing some name or alter some name.
Okay. All right. Any more questions? Anybody?
So alter means one type of exchange.
Okay. So guys, okay, alter ठीक अछि. Alteration के जानिଛ? Alteration कि मॉल रो जाई कपड़ा किनिଛ? Alteration. Anybody is aware of?
जोटा अल्टर करिया को दियंते माने स्टेज करा पे जोटा
So
दियंते.
what does that mean then? Modification, right? तुम ड्रेस तो तुमको फिट हुए नहीं बोली कि you can give it to the tailor for modification. अच्छा लेंथ माने लेंथ होनी कि हमर जीन्स रे जो मन को टिके हाइट कम से मन को यदि लेंथ जीन्स रो लेंथ फिट न हला तो हमें जीन्स पे को अल्टर करिया पे जो तब शर्ट को प्रॉपर फिट होबा पे कि वी गिव इट टू द टेलर. तांकर जो अल्टरेशन मॉल रो जो मे बी पैंटालून और सेंट्रल और मे बी व्हाट इज दैट शॉपर स्टॉप एमानकर अल्टरेशन काउंटर था से कहते जे काउंटर पाखे लेंथ शॉर्ट करियार अछि कि किछि चेंजेस करियार अछि से काउंटर कहते बिलिंग कला बेले सर यू कैन गो टू द अल्टरेशन सेक्शन एंड मॉडिफाई एवरीथिंग लाइक टेलर को दे दियंतु मेजरमेंट देन टेलर कैन वर्क ऑन इट. सो दैट मीन्स मॉडिफिकेशन. तुम रिक्वायरमेंट को फिट होनी माने तुम कोन करछ जाय कि मॉडिफाई करछ ड्रेस टा प्रॉपर्ली फिट हो बोली कि. ओके, so this alter means modification. That means what? So this alter means modification. Okay, so what is the use of alter then? So alter कौन पे use करा हुए? I'll tell you that. Suppose you are, 10 years before. So you have got an individual house. Okay, individual house. Okay. Drawing रे तुम number 1. This is your house. Side रे then you have a garage. Okay. So now 10 years before you were not that financially good. Okay. You are not that financially stable. That time you were unable to afford a 4-wheeler. Okay, that time you are unable to afford a four-wheeler, so this garage was built for a two-wheeler. Hero Honda Passion Pro ସେତେବେଳେ famous ଥିଲା, Passion Pro ପାଇଁ ଗ୍ୟାରେଜଟା built ହେଇଥିଲା. Now that after like 10 years you are earning really well and your ତମର ଯେଉଁ kids ବା ତମର ଯେଉଁ ମାନେ ଆଉ ଯିଏ ବି ତମର ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଘର କରିଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ପିଲାମାନେ ବଡ଼ ହେଇକି ରୋଜଗାର କଲେଣି. Now they are able to afford a SUV ହେଲା. ତ obviously କ'ଣ କରିବେ, ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଗ୍ୟାରେଜଟା ହେଇଛି ଆକୁ ମୁଁ modify କରିବି, modify କରିବି ନା ନାହିଁ. ଯଦି ମୋତେ SUVଟା ରଖିବାର ଅଛି, if I want that vehicle to be accommodated here, then obviously I have to modify, correct? ନହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଗେଟ୍ ଛୋଟ କରିଛି, ସୋ ଗେଟ୍ଟାକୁ ମୁଁ ପୁଣି ରିକନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଟ କରିବି, ଡେନ୍ସିଫାଏ କରିକି ବଡ଼ କରିବି, ବଡ଼ କଲା ପରେ ହିଁ ଫୋର୍ ହ୍ୱିଲରଟା ଟୁ ହ୍ୱିଲର ପାଇଁ ହେଇଥିଲା, ଏବେ ଫୋର୍ ହ୍ୱିଲର ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, ତ ଅବଭିୟସଲି ମୁଁ ସେଟାକୁ ମଡ଼ିଫାଏ କରିବି, ଅଲ୍ଟରେସନ୍. ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ମିନ୍ସ ଏଇଠି ବି ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ସେଇଆ. ସପୋଜ୍ 10 years before, see 10 years before ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ଦେଉଥିଲେ, ନଟ୍ 10 years exactly, more than much before than that, let's say name, address, okay, then phone number, qualification, ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଦେଉଥିଲେ. let's say ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ କ୍ୱାଲିଫିକେସନ୍ କଥା ଛାଡ଼, ଆଡ୍ରେସ୍ ଦେଉଥିଲେ. but now since RBI has made it mandatory that you also need to capture, guys listen, you also need to capture the Aadhaar number and PAN number. Now this software has been built, 20 years before. That time in this database table they were not able to capture the Aadhaar and PAN number. But now that RBI is making it mandatory that bank ko gale boss dekho, you need to capture all the customer Aadhaar number and PAN number. So that means what I have to do, guys, tell me. No, I'll make it clean. Okay. Okay, so it is employee number, customer name, customer address, customer contact. Okay, so now that RBI has made it mandatory, if somebody comes to the bank and asks you to open an account, so this is the document which is mandatory, Aadhaar and PAN. So tell me what you have to do now.
We have to create new column.
Okay, you have to add some new columns. Aadhaar ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ column and PAN ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ column ତମକୁ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପଡ଼ିବ. Don't say that I'll delete this table, because guys listen, this table will have by now, because since it is a 20 years old application and bank is using this application from last 20 years, it will have 10 lakhs of records. You cannot afford deleting this particular table. It is not possible. You can say, sir, I can delete this table, I can create a new table where I can define, okay, now that I know that Aadhaar number and PAN number is mandatory, so while creating the table I will mention, okay, number, name, address, contact, then Aadhaar number and PAN number. That's not possible because you already have huge data in this table. So a table ta delete kardela mane bank डूबी jibo. Okay, so there is no other way. You have to modify this table by adding 2 more new columns, Aadhaar number and PAN number. Okay, maybe we can update this 2 columns data by informing the customer that, guys, you need to submit these documents as soon as possible, otherwise your bank account will be inactive. You cannot do any sort of debit and credit transactions if you do not provide this mandatory document, because we are not the one who is asking this document to be submitted. RBI is asking, RBI has made it mandatory where you have to submit these documents. So ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କରିବେ, ତାଙ୍କ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ସବମିଟ୍ କରିଲା ପରେ ତମେ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍ କରିବ, ବିକଜ ଅଫକୋର୍ସ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ କଲମ୍ ଦୁଇଟା ନ୍ୟୁ ଆଡ଼୍ ହେବ, ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ ଥିବ, ତୁମକୁ ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଆଟ୍ ଲେଟର ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍. ଓକେ, ସୋ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟୁଡ୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଅଲ୍ଟର. Alter means modification. Modification means structure modification. See, here we are not doing anything. Till now, we are not doing anything in terms of data. Okay, we are not discussing anything about data. This is about modification of structures. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So simple kotha. Suppose suppose आ गोटे कथा उसको let's say मु गोटे provision store करची, maybe grocery store करची या supermarket मु करची हला. So supermarket मु तो करची, then what I am doing is मो पाखे सब प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी पे मु गोटेटा शेल्फ रैक कर देछि. एठी रहिला कॉस्मेटिक, ଏଇଠି ରହିଲା grocery, ଏଇଠି ରହିଲା whatever like ତମ snacks, this is dairy products, okay, eggs, non-veg section. Now ଏତିକି ମୋ grocery ମୋର supermarket run ହଉଛି. Now that I want to introduce baby food, I want to add one more category. So what I have to do, I have to make some changes in the racks. I have to create one more rack where I'll keep baby food or baby food products or whatever, correct? So basically this is called structure modification. ତମେ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଡେଟା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କିଛି କରୁନ, ଖାଲି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚରଟା ବନେଇ ଦେଉଛ, ତାପରେ ଡେଟା କ'ଣ ଆଗ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚରଟା ବନେଇ ସାରିଲା ପରେ ଦେନ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଷ୍ଟୋର ଦି ଡେଟା, ରାଇଟ୍? So this is basically we are playing around with the structure. ଏତିକି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର ଅଛି, ଏତିକି କ୍ୟାଟେଗୋରୀ ରହୁଛି, ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ଡେଟା ଭିତରେ ଅଛି, ଏଇଠି 10 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲା ଆମର ସୁପର ମାର୍କେଟ ଚାଲିଛି. Now that there is a requirement, every customer is demanding that they want to buy baby food. So I've given it a thought that I want to introduce baby food in my supermarket. For that I have to create one more rack, ki shelf ki rack would create color where I'll keep all baby food. Okay, so this is first you have to create the structure. Okay, then you can insert the data. Data is nothing but baby food is the data. Okay, this is a grocery rack, but data is grocery. Data is maybe atta, then chili powder, okay, then whatever like dhania powder and all that. Okay, so now see this is snacks. So this is a rack, which is this is a structure, but you are keeping snacks as a data, like cake, biscuits and all that stuff. Are you guys clear now? Importance of alter.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
okay, so now by using alter also, the way you have added a column, you can also delete a column. More bank कहला अच्छा मोर data capture करे दरकार नहीं, तुम delete करो, you can delete it. Okay, so we'll see how to drop a column, how to delete a column. See, I'm not saying dropping an object itself. I'm saying during alteration either you can add a column or you can remove a column. तुम bank कहला जे ठीक अछि. ଏବେ ଆଗରୁ କ'ଣ ହେଉଥିଲା, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ୍ ଦେଉଛି. Okay, so let's say, so everybody previously you would have experienced ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କୌଣସି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କକୁ ଡିପୋଜିଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଥିଲୁ, ସେଭିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟ ସପୋଜ୍ ମୋର ଅଛି, savings account, I can ask anybody to deposit on my account. Okay, suppose I am asking my friend to deposit this amount. Okay, so later bank thought that okay, the person who is coming to bank and depositing, we are not capturing his details, or the person who is coming to the bank and withdrawing money, so of course he is bringing a check and he is depositing that particular check and taking out some money, but we are not capturing his details, who that person is, who took the money. Maybe of course whenever he is issuing a check, the check will have a signature, the account holder signature and all that. But the person who came with this check and handed over it to the bank, we are not capturing this person's details. So bank introduced color, we should also capture deposited by person. Suppose my friend is going to deposit money in my account, so what is his name? His name is Manas Patnaik. Okay, Manas Patnaik, his name is also, his name and contact number also captured. So he is going to withdraw, I have given him a check, he is going to withdraw that money, his name also been captured. So RBI ପରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା କଲା ନା ଏ କଲମଟା ଆମର ଦରକାର ନା, ଏକୁ ରିମୁଭ୍ କର. Definitely by using alter command only. ଯଦି existing table when you have a column you want to delete, by using alter command again you can delete. Either you can add a column or you can delete a column by using alter command. And the third one is, I'll explain it to you whenever we'll learn this, modify a column. So modify a column means I'll today you will not be able to understand a little. So whenever I'll show you in the SQL server, I'll show you how to add a column, first I'll show you how to create a column, how to create a table, how to create a database. Then I'll show you how to drop those objects. Then I'll show you how to rename these objects, how to perform alter. In alter you can do 3 tasks. In alter you can do 3 tasks such as, okay, alter, basically by using alter you can perform 3 tasks. First is adding a new column to an existing table. Okay, table already create हो जाइए, then you are adding a new column. Removing a column. Okay, third is changing the data type, right? So changing the data type केमती, I'll show you, because now it will be very difficult to relate this topic. So I'll explain you whenever while doing practical stuff. So understood? All of you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 to 3 students are responding. What about others? Yes, give a confirmation, everyone.
Yes, sir, understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it very difficult to understand? Do you find it very complex?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
No, 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 sir.
Still, people wants to do offline classes. They can definitely do offline classes. If they are not finding it engaging, then definitely. I mean, I don't understand that many people, those who are calling me, they have a perception that in online class they can't understand anything. In offline class, they can understand everything. But you have to tell me your feedback. Is it how do you find like online and offline?
Online, sir.
So are you finding any difficulties in understanding in online class?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
So
sir.
is
No,
my
sir.
is my voice breaking in between, or my network is good?
Sometime.
Is
Sometime breaking, sir.
if my voice is breaking, you guys have to stop me and let me know, so that I am actually using 3 internet connections. I'm using three internet connections. One is mobile 4G, Airtel connection, broadband I have taken, Geo also I have taken. Okay, these three I can switch. Suppose from one side the network connection is not good, then I can switch to multiple networks. Okay, so you guys have to shout out, otherwise I'll not come to know whether my voice is breaking or not. You have to inform me, you have to stop me in between, sir, your voice is breaking a lot. So there is a lot of network issues from your side, so that I can switch to multiple connections. I have 2 to 3, I have kept at least 3 connections. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we understood data definition language. So this is basically structure, table ର structure create କରିବା ପାଇଁ କି basically structure ସାଙ୍ଗରେ deal କରିବା ପାଇଁ କି ଟା use କରା ହୁଏ. Then that is something called create table or create index, create view. By using drop you can delete everything, delete all the database objects. By using rename you can just change the name. By using alter, what you can do is you can alter, modify the table. You can add a new column, you can modify the table structure. That means what? You can add a new column, you can remove a new column, you can change the data type. Okay, so the truncate is this command is used to delete all the rows at once. Okay, so I'll also okay, when we'll go through these topics, okay, these commands, I'll show you each and everything in depth. We'll have at least we'll have 2 to 3 classes to cover this. Just don't think that it will be like in 5 or 10 minutes I'll explain you all these commands. It's not that short thing. So it will take a good amount of time, maybe 2 days of time it will take. Then let's move to data manipulation language. Okay, so data manipulation language means, see, it is clear. Okay, when we are saying data manipulation language, we are doing something with the data, right? Manipulate. So there are like 3 things we do. Suppose we have, in that last step we understood, by using those commands, because for every task, for every set of sub languages, there are separate commands, right? Put a simple example होची. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ତୁମେ house construction କରୁଛ, ସେତେବେଳେ ଯେଉଁ labor କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, the same labor is not working for your carpentry work, right? Carpentry work,
Right, sir.
correct. Again the same labor is not working for your paints or ଯେତେବେଳେ କଲର ମାନେ ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ କଲର କରୁଛ, the labors are different, construction labors are different, carpentry labors are different, and this construction, electricity and all that, electrical work and all that, their labors are also different. So these guys do not have expertise in this area, these guys they are not expert in this area, like that. Okay, so similarly the commands are also different. For table structure and all that, data definition language, we use this. But when it comes to data manipulation, what we basically do is, in data manipulation, basically we do 3 things. We insert the data, we update the data, then we delete the data. So insert, by using insert command, we can insert fresh new data. Okay, fresh news rows. Suppose, let's say, so Bandita is employed in our company. Okay, Bandita is employed in our company. So I will be capturing all her details like name, address, Aadhaar, PAN, everything. Then I will capture everything in my table. Okay, suppose she is a new employee. So I have to capture all the information about her, and then I'll keep it in the database or table. Okay, so now suppose her address is changed from Bhubaneswar to, let's say, Bangalore. Then in my database I have to also change, so I have to update that address. So since Bandita's address has been changed from one location to another location, I will ask for a ID proof or address proof. Based on that, I will be changing all the address details. That is called update. Okay, delete means suppose Bandita is resigning from my organization, joining some other organization. So some some data I have to delete from my database. That is delete. It's simple. If you want to insert the data, if you want to capture data, then you can use insert. If you want to update some data, modify some data, use update. Then if you want to delete some data, you can use the delete command. So in DML, data manipulation language, you have three commands. One is called insert, update, and delete. Okay, some partially select is also part of it, but we are learning the select command in another slide. Okay, so that is part of data query language. Is it clear now? Insert, update, delete.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in data query language, we have one command, that is select. Select means mo already koyeche, select means it is used to retrieve the data from the database. That means you want to display the data. Okay, you want to fetch the data and show it. खाली डेटा को देखियार अच्छी मतलब डिस्प्ले करियर अच्छी एक्सेस करियर अच्छी what the way you are doing it in YouTube, you are searching some data, it is selecting that data from the database and it is showing you. So basically in the background it will search select star from, let's say, YouTube videos where, let's say, content equals to motivational videos. तो आम मोटिवेशनल वीडियो सर्च कला बेलू बैकग्राउंड गोटे क्वेरी, ये गोटे क्वेरी फायर हो एसक्यूएल क्वेरी, सी कौन कर सिलेक्ट स्टार. स्टार मीन्स व्हाट? स्टार मीन्स all the columns. Okay, everything. Star means you display me all the data. So suppose you have got a table. So the table have 4 columns. One is called roll number, one is called student name, student address, and contact. The moment I'll say select star from student, it will show you all the data. So I have actually just got a command because I have not started that practical thing. This is how SQL Server looks like. See, we have not started, but I'll show you so that you can relate it. I'll show you. I have not started anything. I'll show you how to install, how to use everything, each and every details I'll show you. So this is how SQL Server looks like. Connection kar diya. Joins. Okay. So suppose I have a table. Select star from movie lists. देखो select star from, देखो एटी देखो मैं लिखली select star. Star means all columns from movie lists. This is my table name. Already I have created this table. I'll show you everything. मैं इटा देखो कहेंगे ना. See, the moment I said select star from movie lists, it is showing me everything. So this is my table, which has 7 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. And this is movie ID MB01, MB02, MB03, MB04, okay, MB05, MB06, MB07. Now movie name is Kantara, Kabir Singh, Pushpa, KGF2, Raksha Bandhan, कुछ होता है DDL. Movie type is thriller, romantic drama, action, thriller, romantic drama, blah 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 blah. Okay, movie release year is this. Movie duration in minutes. Okay, so first मैं table टा create करची. Create केमती करची by using create command. जो data definition language जो create command दिखलो by using data definition language. मुझे movie टा first I have created, then I have inserted this data. I'll tell you everything. Just मैं खाली select टा तो मैं retrieve करिया टा retrieve और fetch करिया तो मैं बुझी परिबोनी बोली. Just I am showing. I would not have shown this SQL Server screen to you because if I just say select, you'll say what select. So select command, see, select command is used select command is used to retrieve the data from the database माने कौन एटी किछि नथिला मतलब सिलेक्ट करी मते डाटा देखेला हला मु चाहूची मोर सपोज स्नैक्स करी गोटे टेबल अछि तो स्नैक्स कले एग्जीक्यूट a snacks table I have already created, guys, don't worry, I have already created, and maybe Monday or Tuesday's class I will show you how to create tables, how to insert the data. This data has been inserted, okay, how to insert this data, then how to display here. So this select command is used to retrieve the data database रे data को जो table रे जो data टा store होइछि ताको retrieve करिके तुमको सामने रे देखो छला. So you understood, guys, understood, right? Select star from snacks means snacks is a table which is created and you are trying to see the data, okay. So I'll show you everything, okay, don't worry. So just to explain you the select concept, I have shown you this. Otherwise this is understood, that understood, guys. I have told you retrieve has different meaning. Retrieve को हमें किए retrieve कहते, किए fetch कहते, किए display कहते, किए read कहते, किए get कहते, जहाँ कहले. Can you get this data? Can you show me this data? Can you show me this data? Can you show me all the movie names? Okay. So anybody can ask you anything. So retrieve means getting the data from the table and showing it. Okay. Display करो. Okay. Fetch माने display करो. Display माने display करो. Okay. Read माने display करो. Get माने display करो. Okay. Don't get confused. Okay. Because sometimes suppose there is some issue, okay, your boss will come to you or your team lead will come to you, he'll say, Manmay, can you show me how many movies are there in this particular table? Can you show me all the data? So you have to use this command. Can you show me the data where I want to see all the action movies which are running in the theater? So you have to write a command like select command, where condition, that I'll tell you how you can write this, okay. It's very simple. It is simple like English. So clear, guys, about select command?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you understood, right? Select command you understood, then you understood this DML, data manipulation समझ में आया, then you understood data definition language, okay? Okay, then the next one is transaction control language. Transaction control language. So transaction control language means what? See, everything. So like whenever we go to bank, we deposit some money, maybe we withdraw some money, okay. So this is one transactions, right? Either you deposit or you withdraw or you transfer or you issue a check or something. These are one transactions. So in database also, every action is one transaction. Whenever you are inserting some data, that's a transaction. You are updating a data, updating something in a table, that is also a transaction. You are deleting something, that is also a transaction, okay, understood. So by using this commit rollback save point, so because today you will not be able to understand this in deeper, because we have to show you practically so that you understand. That means जो DML commands mu कहले, DML commands we have insert command, we have update command, we have delete command. So normally कौन हुए by default na. So this command, sometimes if you perform this, maybe you inserted some records, you updated some records, you deleted some records. If you want to permanently save those records, I mean, suppose you are inserted something, you want to save it permanently, you deleted something, you want to save it permanently, then you have to use commit. Commit से transaction. Commit से transaction means permanently save करिया को कहते commit. Permanently save करो date और database रे permanently save करो. Simple, guys, please ignore these mistakes I'm doing. Like ticket spelling mistake होची, that's fine. Okay, so commit means permanently save करो. Rollback means what? Rollback means what? Basically, if you want to restore something, for a delete हेगला, you want to get it back. Okay, by using rollback command you can do that. Suppose you have by mistake you have deleted 5 records, but you want to get it back. You want to restore those records back. भूल रे delete हेगला, जेमते हमें undo करूँ. undo करछु कंट्रोल Z करके undo कर दो, किछि डिलीट कर देले पुनी undo कर देला माने ओके इट विल बी रिवर्टेड बैक और इट विल बी रिस्टोर्ड बैक, रिस्टोर हे जिवो हला. तो सेति पई कि हमें undo करछु. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड रोल बैक, माने जोटा करछ सेटा को ऑलरेडी पुन कैंसिल कर दियो. ओके, सो सेव पॉइंट on that day you will understand. With the day will teach you this TCL, you will understand. It is temporarily saving a transaction. ଗୋଟେ transaction को temporary save करो so that in case there is something wrong you can get this transaction back, you can restore to this point. Okay, now this you will not understand what save point is. Okay, let's understand this commit. Commit means permanently କିଛି भी modify कलो ताको permanently जदि permanently तार माने सेटा को apply करिया चाहछो then you have to use commit. If you want to, if you have done something in mistake or you want something has been done, you want to get it back, this is called rollback. आ rollback रा गोटे भलो यूज होछ कोन rollback माने जोटा ऑलरेडी हे गेला ताको कैंसिल कर दियो, एटा तो परमानेंटली सेव करो, एटा कैंसिल करो. दैट मींस व्हाट, आई विल गिव यू अ गुड एग्जांपल सो दैट यू गाइस कैन रिलेट इट वेल. सपोज okay, so let's say okay, Sanjay, it is Deepak. Both are having phone pay account. Okay, Sanjay is having a phone pay account, Deepak is having a phone pay account. Okay, so Sanjay trying to transfer 5,000 rupees to Deepak. Okay, that means what? So SQL कौन कहूची, suppose Sanjay has transferred 5,000 rupees to Deepak, that means this amount has been, suppose in the first step this amount has been deducted from Sanjay's account. If this is credited or deposited in Deepak's account, then this will be treated as a complete transaction. Now this transaction is a success transaction. Okay, amount is debited from this account and amount is credited here, or amount is withdrawn from this account, or okay, deducted from this account, again it is deposited in Deepak's account, then this is called a complete transaction, which is a successful transaction. But guys, sometimes you would have seen in phone pay the amount would have been debited or deducted from this Sanjay's account, but that is not deposited. In between, suppose Deepak's bank is having some server issue, the transaction will be stuck and this person will get some error saying that Deepak is facing this particular, this receiver's bank is busy, or receiver's bank has some server issue, that is the reason the transaction is failed. Understood, guys? You would have noticed this situation.
Yes.
But
yes sir.
okay, so that means ए ट्रांजैक्शन टाको हमें परमानेंटली सेव करिया दरकार ना, एटा ए ट्रांजैक्शन टा हमर कैंसिल होबा दरकार, कैंसिल है कि पैसाटा वापस पळे आसिया दरकार संजय अकाउंट को.
आज्ञा सर,
करेक्ट. सो केतेबेले कंप्लीट ट्रांजैक्शन हबो जेतेबेले एटू 5000 टका डेबिट हला, एटा यदि क्रेडिट हेगला, दिस विल बी ट्रीटेड एज ए परमानेंट और a successful transaction. But this amount is debited from this account, but amount is not credited here, amount is stuck here at the some phone pay server or third party server, then this is a failure transaction. So in that case we have to roll back that transaction. Roll back means the amount which is debited here, the debit man obviously जो update टा हेची सेटा को तुम रिवर्ट कर दियो. अकाउंट रे लक्ष टंका थिला, देन 5000 एठू जेहेतु जाइछे आर अकाउंट रे 95000 अछि, तो जदि आम ए ट्रांजैक्शन टाक रोल बैक कर देले पुणी 5000 टंका आसिकी ऐड हेकी तार लक्ष टंका बैलेंस हे जिवो. It is a failed transaction. Then in failed transaction you will have to roll back the transaction. Okay, so this is the same rollback I was explaining. किसी certain rule अछि. आ जेतेबेले अमाउंट टा जाके एठू फर्स्ट अकाउंट रु पळेला सेकंड अकाउंट रु डिपॉजिट हेगला, देन यू कैन कमिट दैट ट्रांजैक्शन, परमानेंटली सेव कर दे. कारण एठू अपडेट हेगला 85000 रुपीस डिडक्ट हेगला, सेठू 5000 ऑब्वियसली ताकू जने माने ऑब्वियसली कमांड और क्वेरी थ्रू रे हबो, डेवलपर तापे कोड लिखि दिबो, डेवलपर एठू अपडेट कर देला अकाउंट को, सेठी भी डिपॉजिट हेगला, तो ऑब्वियसली it is successful transaction. In that case we have to commit this transaction. If it is not, then we have to roll back it. Understood, guys? So rollback means, if you look at the definition, rollbacks a transaction in case of any error occurs. जदि किसी ट्रांजैक्शन फेल होचे, एरर होचे, रोल बैक कर दियो. जोटा जो डीएमएल ऑपरेशन ता तुम परफॉर्म करछो सेटा को रिवर्ट कर दियो, रिस्टोर कर दियो बैक. ओके, now everybody is clear about commit rollback. Save point you will definitely have some doubt unless until you practically see it, because I even cannot explain it unless until I show it to you practically. So okay, you understood this commit and rollback. Clear?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is anybody asking any question?
Sir, commit.
Commit permanently
Hello?
save. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Commit means permanently save koriya pai gote transaction. See, this is today what I'm teaching is, it is all theory. When we will permanently see it, when we will practically see it, you will understand it everything. Commit means saving a transaction permanently. That means suppose you deleted some records, you want to save it permanently, you don't want to get it back. Suppose you don't want to, normally ଯେତେବେଳେ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ ଏକ୍ସେଲରେ କାମ କରେ କିଛି ଆମେ ଡିଲିଟ୍ କରିଦେଲେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ ଜେଡ୍ କରିଦିଏ ଅଣ୍ଡୁ ପାଇଁକି ହେଲା, कंट्रोल जेड करे आ सेव भी करे, सेव कला माने परमानेंटली फाइल रे से जिनछटा चेंजेसटा सेव हे गला, कंट्रोल जेड कला माने वापस पड़े लाइक आई विल टेल यू दिस एंड शो यू दिस. ओके, सपोज आई हैव एक्सेल शीट. ओके, लिख ले स्टूडेंट डिटेल्स में भी स्टूडेंट विश्वजीत, मैं सौम्य लिखले है. तो मु सौम्य लिखु लिखु कि गोटे भूल लिखिदेली, लिखला मुझे कौन कर अंडू कर अंडू कंट्रोल जेड कला पुणी से करेक्ट हो गला राइट. सो मुझे यहाँ लिखुची यहाँ भूल लिखुची कंट्रोल जेड कर दूसरी मुझे सेव करी सेव कली मैंने जदि से भूल भाल लिखिदे कि करेक्ट रॉन्ग इनफॉरमेशन लिखिकी सेव कर देना परमानेंटली सेव हो से फाइल राइट. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू आर डूइंग.
Yes.
हाँ, कमिट माने परमानेंटली सेविंग ए ट्रांजैक्शन. तुम डिलीट कल गोटे रिकॉर्ड देन यू आर कमिटिंग. इफ यू कमिट से डिलीटा परमानेंटली सेव गला माने से रिकॉर्ड जोटा डिलीट होगला सेटा आसी परिबनी, यू कैन नॉट टेक इट बैक. अंडरस्टूड. सपोज यू हैव लाइक 10 रिकॉर्ड्स, 10 रिकॉर्ड्स रो तुम गोटे रिकॉर्ड बदल रे दीटा रिकॉर्ड भूल रे डिलीट कर देलो, यू कैन इमीडिएटली रोल बैक. सो से 10 को 10 आसीज. जदि तुम दीटा रिकॉर्ड पर कमिट करदेल ना से दीटा रिकॉर्ड परमानेंट गला, ओनली 8टा रिकॉर्ड ही रही टेबल रे. जस्ट कंट्रोल जेड जमी आम वर्ड एक्सेल रे कंट्रोल जेड करुचे ना, ये एक्जाक्टली सही कम बुझल. किंतु गाइस डोंट वरी, ये 99% आम एगुड़ाक यूज करियानी, कारण एगुड़ाक आम प्राय ये जो टीसीएल आउ डीसीएल बेसी यूज करनी. बेसी यूज हम ये दीटा सिलेक्ट आउ डीएमएल है, डेटा मैनिपुलेशन, इंसर्ट, अपडेट, डिलीट, सिलेक्ट. सिलेक्टर यूज 99%. इंटरव्यू रे क्वेश्चन भी आ रही पर 99%. या कहीं बेसी पचारे डीडीएल लास्ट जो दीटा सेटा भी किसी पचारे, कारण ये जो लास्टा हूँ डेटा कंट्रोल लैंग्वेज. सो आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दिस कमांड गिव्स यूजर एक्सेस प्रिविलेजेस. मुझे ऑलरेडी तुमको कही कि जो यूजर प्रिविलेज जहाँ लेट्स से जो यूजर ऑथर जो हिसाब से अथॉरिटी लेट्स से बैंक रे 10टा यूजर अच्छा बट समस्त को सेम अथॉरिटी ऑथराइजेशन ना ना. सो क्लर्कर जहाँ क्लर्कर जी सिंपल ओडिया में जमी कहे जे कहार केते पावर, बैंक मैनेजर केते पावर, लोन सब अप्रूव कर, बट क्लर्कर काम हो खाली डिपोजिट अमाउंट नहीं कि रखिदेव. बट जो तुम विड्रो करने जीव क्लर्क भी करें, क्लर्क कौन कर तुम सिग्नेचर को गोटे ऑफिसर पाक सेंड कर, देन ही विल वैलिडेट योर सिग्नेचर, देन ही विल अप्रूव. ओके, ए पैसा सिग्नेचर मैच हो पैसा नहीं. क्लर्क पाखे से अथॉरिटी ना पावर ना. बेसिकली दिस कमांड गिव्स यूजर एक्सेस प्रिविलेजेस. मो पाखे जब 10टा यूजर अच्छा तो मुझे क्या कौ डेटा को प्रिविलेज देवी, क्या कौ टेबल को एक्सेस देवी. सपोज मुझे तुमको देली गोटे सैलरी टेबल अच्छी. सो सैलरी टेबल को जब मुझे मनमय को एक्सेस देली कि संगीता को एक्सेस देली, दे कैन नॉट एक्सेस ऑल द सैलरी डेटा. मुझे कहि ये मैंने भी एम्प्लॉय तो एम को देवी, मुझे किसी लोक देवी, मुझे कंपनी एमडी को देवी, कंपनी फाइनेंस डायरेक्टर को देवी, कंपनी सीईओ को देवी, चीफ एक्जिक्यूटिव ऑफिसर को, यही को एक्सेस देवी. मो कंपनी नॉर्मल एम्प्लॉय को सैलरी दे कैन नॉट, बिकॉज दे आर ऑलरेडी एम्प्लॉय, दे आर आल्सो वर्किंग एज एम्प्लॉयज. सांग मानकर कार अधिक सैलरी मिले दे विल फील बैड एंड ऑफिशियली आल्सो इट इज करेक्ट, इट इज इनकरेक्ट. यू आर नॉट सपोज टू शो अदर सैलरी टू द एम्प्लॉयज. ओके, ओनली एमडी कंपनी हायर अथॉरिटी को से टेबल को एक्सेस दिया. सो ग्रांट करो ए पर्टिकुलर एक्सेस को ग्रांट करो, एक्सेस को रिमूव करने के एक्सेस रिवोक कर दियो. सो सपोज मु गोटे सिंपल एग्जांपल मत ये, सपोज बैंक रे मुझे मैनेजर अच्छी है, जो मो मैनेजर अच्छी मत बैंक सब इनफॉरमेशन सब डेटा को एक्सेस मिलथिबो, मत ग्रांट दिया तो सब टेबल सब डेटा सब इनफॉरमेशन मुझे देखिपारि. तुम चिंता कर, लेट्स से मु आज बैंक रू रिटायर हो गली, मोर 60 एज 60 होगला, मुझे रिटायरमेंट नहीं गली. काली सकाଳେ जेहेतु मुझे भल एम्प्लॉय, एसबीआई रो मैनेजमेंट डिसाइड कले जे मते दे विल गिव मी सम वर्क. Okay, they'll give me some work as a contractual employee. Okay, since I was a very what dedicated employee, or I was very serious and mindful employee. I was doing very good work in bank. So after retirement also they are saying that okay sir, since you did very good job, so we want to we want to continue your what is that employment as a contractual employee. तो बैंक रे ए जो मैनेजर मुझे मु काली सकाळ जाकी बैंक रे कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल एम्प्लॉय काम करूछला. तुम चिंता करो, तुम भी मते आंसर दियो. आगुर मते जो डेटा को एक्सेस थिला, एबे मते से डेटा को एक्सेस दबो बैंक ना दबोनी? कहीं
दबो सर,
कहीं दबोनी
दबो सर
ना दबोनी. कहीं ना मु एबे कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल, आई एम नॉट एन एम्प्लॉय ऑफ एसबीआई. आई एम ए कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल एम्प्लॉय. सो कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल एम्प्लॉय को बैंक रे सब डिटेल्स इन्फॉर्मेशन मते एज ए क्लरिकल, मते एज ए टेक्निकल, मते एज ए माने एमती असिस्टेंट सर काम करिए पड़ियो. मु समस्त को हेल्प करबी, के कोडी फसी गला मु हेल्प करबी, बट डेटा को मते एक्सेस मिलबोनी बिकॉज़ नाउ आई एम नो मोर एन एम्प्लॉय ऑफ एसबीआई. आई एम ए कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल एम्प्लॉय. अंडरस्टूड?
ओके सर, एक्चुअली सेम डेजिग्नेशन हेतले ताले मिली परथांता.
जदि ए मैनेजर जगह आउ गोटे कि नुआ मैनेजर, सो ऑब्वियसली ही विल गेट द सेम एक्सेस. बट दिस पर्सन इज गेटिंग रिटायरमेंट पर ये टेम्पररी आसे कि बैंक रे काम करछन, राइट? ही विल नॉट हैव दैट अथॉरिटी और पावर नथियो. बैंक रे भी समझ ताको हां मे बी रेस्पेक्ट देबे, माने सीनियर हिसाब पर रेस्पेक्ट देबे, बट ताको कथा के माने पावर टा नथियो, राइट? आउ कोन सेति कि माने अथॉरिटी थिबो कि से जहा कहिले कोन आउ बैंक वाला सुनिबे ताको कथा? Right, because he is a retired person, he is just helping in some, maybe in some areas he is good at. So that is the reason why bank is taking help of him कि काम ठीक रे हेजिबो. कारण अकाउंटिंग रे जणा अछि किछि क्रेडिट डेबिट मिसमैच हेले कहि दे परियो बैंक रो एसेट लायबिलिटी रे. कारण जेहेतु बैंक रे 30 वर्ष काम करथि, ही इज रियली अवेयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग अबाउट द बैंक, इन एंड आउट बैंक रो जणा. तो ताको हेल्प नै करी बैंकर माने जो परमानेंट एम्प्लॉय काम करि परिबे, सेत में कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल हायर कराइ छै. किंतु बैंक रो इवन क्लर्क, गोटे क्लर्क रो जेति कि माने अथॉरिटी थिबो, ये आंकर सेति कि नथिबो, बिकॉज़ ही इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल, ही इज नॉट एन एम्प्लॉय ऑफ एसबीआई. नो, ही इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल और टेम्पररी एम्प्लॉय. ओके, सो गाइज सी दिस जो ग्रांट और रिवोक्ट ना, एटा डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर करके गोटे माने गोटे पोजीशन थाए. तो डीबीए जो माने थांती से माने को टेबल को ग्रांट देबे, कहा को रिवोक करिवे, कहा को टेबल एक्सेस देबे, कहा को डेटा एक्सेस देबे, कहा को एक्सेस परमिशन रिमूव करिवे. दैट इज देयर जॉब. इट इज एज ए डेटा एनालिस्ट, एज ए सॉफ्टवेयर जो माने डेवलपमेंट भी करूछन, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, डेटाबेस रो डेवलपर, से माने को भी एक्सेस, से माने भी किछि करन नै. तेरे काम ना 99.99% we will not get anything in grant and revoke. 8 अभी 8 इंटरव्यू 99, but we will cover everything. हमें पढ़िबा. तमे 99 पॉइंट तमे क्वेश्चन भी पाइबनी कि एतरे काम भी करिबनी. काम होची मेन रहबो तमरो ए दुटा, और क्रिएटर टिके रहइबो, एतरे रहइबो, बट एतरे टिके कम रहइबो. बट एटा बेसी रहइबो डीएमएल आउ सिलेक्ट. सिलेक्टर बहुत किछु अछि, हमें पूरा सिलेक्ट ही पढ़िया खाली जानो. हमें 2 मास प्लस लगे हमको एसक्यूएल सारिया पे 2 मास लगे. इफ यू ग्रैब इट रियली वेल, तुम जब माने जते थर मु रिपीट करी जिबे न बुझिला, डेफिनेटली इट विल बी एक्सटेंडेड. बट बुझिले जदि स्मूथली चलला देन 2 मंथ्स. सो आज पे एतिक थाउ. any question?
No sir. Also clear.
Clear, right? Everybody clear?
Yes sir.
DML इंटरव्यू रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन माने आसीबो.
डीएमएल रो आसीबो, सिलेक्टर बेसी आसीबो. सिलेक्टर घांटे देबे पूरा.
आगे डिस्ट्रिब्यूटा कहले जो रिपोर्टटा आउत टिके
सर जो डीसीएल टा कहले जो रिपोर्टटा आउत टिके करे